Alright, Amnesia Part 6. Or as I'm gonna call it, runtime. Alright, so last time we died. And we were in a tunnel. The objective is run. Don't feel like I'm running. I don't have a lot of faith that I'm gonna get through this. I hope it's not too terribly long. Being hoisted out of the ocean, the lacquered hull of the SS Hortensia glittered in the soothing, warm yellow light of the setting sun. He turned his head to the calm ocean towards the coast of Portugal and thought, is this another dream? How good. That wasn't terrible. Are those legs? Is that a dead person? Kind of nice in here. Oh. I guess it wants me to go that way. Honestly, looks like a mannequin. Okay, that's weird. Maybe it's part of... Okay, I don't know. Let's go. Waste a tinderbox. What do I have? Lantern oil.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
I do feel like some fuckery is gonna happen. Oh. I was excited. But what did I say? Some fuckery. Well, there's the first door. It's not a cog. It is. Alright, I suppose you can kind of take a guess that to fix the elevator, you gotta go in the machine room. This is pleasant. Too pleasant. I apologize if I end up coughing a lot. I just eat. Does? Where does? If they go to the same place. Yeah. That says guest room. And that says study. They both sound not horrible. returned the cup of tea to the saucer and picked up the orb as one would an apple, and pondered on the strange happenings. Suddenly, anxious again. This is not what I expected a study to look like. So I anticipated a study to be a single room. And we're back to the creepy sounds. I'm gonna close that. I wonder how long this game is. Quit that. And okay, that was bothering me. I also wonder why the game has to keep making that sound. I was hoping there'd be lantern oil. Like, what exactly is that sound supposed to be? Why can't I pick this up? There we go. Like, am I gonna encounter what's making that sound? Or is it just gonna... Ah, a bibla. Or is it just unnerving background sound number 36? I enjoy useless rooms. Oh look, you can look into other windows. Sure would be creepy if you saw something moving in it. Ah, a piece of paper, ripe for the taking. I'll fling some more books around first. To my, wait, it says letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann, I'm assuming it's Johann, I don't think it's Johann, Weyer. Would that be Weyer? I don't know, it's been a while since I took German. Anyway, the most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I have been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. Conclusus? It was, as it was told about, an underground myth-rake temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Its color washed while rich, Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. As I was staying in the nearby village called Altstadt, whatever, investigating one of the antiquated trails, when I finally found the cavern, I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. Is this that guy that we read about at the beginning of the game? As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetched the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately, they remained as I continued my escape. Wow. Fortunately, what a dick. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Again, wow, what a dick. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance as I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away from the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still until this day I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night, listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest and ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Altstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Oops. It's a very convenient location for that. I don't trust this hallway. I will run and hide in a cupboard. Don't test me. Whoa. Told you. Am I gonna have to go out there? Because I see... what the fuck is it called? A tinderbox. Huh. Sorry. I'm waiting for my husband to get home. Oh, hush. Might as well just open the window, to be honest. There he is. Alright. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to splice videos together later. Alright, I had to pause. So we're back in, I don't know what's gonna stick me. They usually save and quit. Okay, yeah, put me back right there. Do I open this door first? Probably. It might have a rock in it. Or a monster. Let's find out. Well, this looks like it was the party room. Much excitement. I was hoping this would be the last door. Oh, that's awful. I think I know what's going on here, and I hate it.
Let's see what you have to offer.
I just like this.
What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw. But I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Yeah, if the spirit of an animal just like fucking slaughters us all. Deserved. This guy should have beyond failed taxidermy school. Can't say. This one I find particularly interesting because I literally just got back from an ENT this morning. Canis lupus familiaris. After a short study, it is clear. Hold on, I had a random. Okay, I wasn't sure I hit the record button. Okay, sorry. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. Well. That's creepy. Is that the guy? I'm assuming that's the guy. I'm not going to answer that because I don't know who it is. I'm sorry if that was loud. I wasn't expecting a phone call. Let's see if I can turn my... Nope, I have to wait for the call to finish. What's that? What is that? Why can't I pick it up? Ugh. Oh, it's an apple. Delicious. Alright, turning my ringer off. There we go. And they left a voicemail. I wonder how long it is. I'm sorry. It's 5 seconds. I bet it was an incredibly important phone call. Probably about my expiring vehicle warranty or something. Go! Okay, it's not the skulls that scared me. I promise you. It was the music, the sudden sound. I think it's funny that it did that and the person was like, oh, horrific. Because like we literally just went through the water level where we were throwing torn apart bodies and for a creature to devour instead of us. So this is definitely not the worst thing we've seen today. I'll probably use one of those to smash the window open. Alright. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I am unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they would prove less of a hassle to acquire. Hello, friend. Oh. Sad. Pretty sure that's a no. That looks delicious. He's gonna start breaking as I jump. So I won't be surprised. There's something going to try and attack me through the glass. Also, wouldn't be surprised. Oh, serve wunderbar. Hey look, another that thing that I can't actually like pick up. It's just a weird looking cylinder with a shiny. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind is not even wasted a breath, yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who in all fairness should have entered that gate. Dot dot dot. Very informative. Wonderful. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meters should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions, 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. So we need multiple rods. Bruh. Thin, cold mist brushed his face as he stepped outside. Wondering whether it could be cruel, but it was the kind of cruelty he could handle. So will this be a single room, or is that going to be like the last one? Climbed out of bed, looked out the window. It was completely dark. He waited, glanced at the old clock, and waited some more. 4 o'clock, he thought. It's enough. Enough for what? Well, I could guess what hurt me.
Gone. What would they want with my journal?
I guess this is where I stayed? Just put it back. Eh. Yeah, no. This does not please the court.
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for her.
Sorry. Not having a good allergy day. To my parents' house, which is quite dusty, and also has a cat that I haven't really been around, which kind of triggers but a cat emoji. What is that?
Third of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Dun dun dun.
Daniel. What? Still having nightmares, I see.
Yes, I can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
Don't like the way he said that. Random things. Do I have?
The key. Please,
Do I
let it
have
be
my
here.
crowbar back? Very interested in keeping that crowbar. Did it break? Cheap son of a bitch. Is this like a walk-in closet? Oh dear. Eh. You betcha. But like for how long? Oh god. Rising terror. How do I escape the situation? How will I know when it's safe to come out? Will I starve in here forever? What did that look like? Is it safe to assume that that door sound was it leaving? I will sit in this cupboard for hours. I just love the way the game told me that. It's just like, you better hide, man. I can only assume it's safe to come out. I was definitely afraid I wasn't going to be able to pour that door closed.
4th of July, 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
We're safe, right? So there's an orb somewhere. I wonder a lot of things. Oh. How did I miss you before? Alright. Will it be safe out here? Sir William Smith had been marked. There was no way for him to know that the young man from the other day cast such a terrible shadow. Oh. Oh. Well, where the fuck did that come from? Guys. Guess that's the only remaining door. What will we find? What will we find indeed? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.